My name is Abby. I'm an Associate Clinician here at the Well of Life Center in Doylestown. I've been a client of the Well of Life since 2018. When I first came to the Well of Life, I was struggling with some pretty intense and chronic digestive issues. Around 2015, I was diagnosed with IBS and GERD. And even previous to that, I was just having a lot of symptoms that were relating to my digestive system that were really impeding my day-to-day life. So when I finally made the decision to go to the doctor, things were pretty bad. Their main suggestion for me, they gave me medication and a large list of foods that I should just no longer be eating or avoiding at all costs. So the medication did its thing. I completed the round of what they gave me, and I didn't really have much relief from what I was going through at all. And then I was kind of just left feeling pretty discouraged that their only other real suggestion and option for me was to just avoid these foods and hopefully not cause any triggers or symptoms for me. And so I knew there was a deeper root cause to the issue that I was going through digestively, because I had once been able to eat all of these foods at a point in my life without any issues. So I knew that there was something else going on. So I didn't come to the Well of Life for about 3 years after that diagnosis. So during that time, I was really just trying to figure out how to manage my symptoms on my own. It did not work. Things got exponentially worse, actually. I tried to stay away from the foods, but I didn't really understand how to navigate that or what else to eat, because it was pretty much all I knew to eat. My symptoms just, like I said, increasingly got worse. So my bowel behavior was really all over the map. I would go from constipation to diarrhea, sometimes within the same day. I ended up gaining a huge sensitivity to so many foods that I never had in the past. I was rejecting a lot of my food. I wasn't able to keep it down most days, and just uncontrollable weight loss. I really could not keep on any weight. I was just feeling completely sucked of nutrients. I had like nothing to give, and my energy was awful. My sleep was awful. I was constantly having stomach pains and abdominal cramping, stuff like that. Yeah, you name it, digestively, I felt like I was going through it. My acid reflux was really bad. I would just throw up stomach acid in the morning most days, and even if I really wasn't eating anything. And so I had just had all these unexplained symptoms, and I had really no answers or help for it. So for years, I was just left feeling really discouraged and kind of helpless and hopeless with my situation. So when I came to the Well of Life, I was so amazed and surprised at how many people were going through such similar symptoms as I was, on a spectrum. Some people had worse issues than I did, and some people had more mild symptoms, but all in the same playing field. And I was just amazed that there are so many people out there that really struggle in so many ways, but digestively and with a lot of the symptoms that I had. So that was such an immediate glimmer of hope for me to kind of experience that firsthand and hear other people's stories and their healing testimonies. So I started working with a clinician here, and I was taking my protocol, taking all the supplements that were recommended to me, doing all of the things externally to kind of help my body just detox what it was going through. And really within like 3 weeks, I would say, 3 weeks to like 6 weeks, I was a whole new person. I was able to detox my entire body from a really intense parasitic infection that I was going through, and wasn't allowing me to absorb any of my nutrients, wasn't allowing me to digest properly. It had really gotten out of hand, so they were really just causing the symptoms for me, especially bowel-wise. And yeah, so after following my protocol for a few weeks, I felt amazing. I was able to eat actually a lot of the foods that I just a few weeks prior would have completely had a terrible reaction to. So that was really exciting for me. So I continued my protocol, continued to do all the things that was asked of me. And yeah, just within a short period of time, I felt exponentially better. And so now I'm just super thrilled to be able to kind of give back to people that are really struggling in so many ways, but mainly digestively. I really have a heart for helping people kind of stop suffering in silence and allowing us to have a conversation that things can be off in our digestive system and it's not a secret thing. And there's so many people that are really struggling kind of behind the scenes. And yeah, I just want to kind of give people their life back and be able to go about their day-to-day life, go to activities, eat things that they would enjoy to eat without having to be scared of them or live in fear of food. And yeah, so I'm super excited to be able to help other people out, whether this is digestively or hormonally or anything like that. I would just love to come alongside and work with you and get your body back to a healthy body.